sons, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is September 24th, 2022. It is 1:30 a.m. I had a very good sleep, even though it's early in the morning. Yeah, I took a good nap. I think I was knocked out after there's some stuff that I post on my community board, and ate with the family and then brushed my teeth, just chilling on the couch, I think from 5 in the afternoon, and I was out because my kid, I didn't have to do his homework with him. I told him take the day off because this is the weekend, and then I was totally knocked out, and I got up like maybe an hour ago, get myself ready, took another shower, and yeah, I feel good right now. Okay, so I have a lot to share with you. I did not record. I think I did record some days, and I keep on skipping other days because I have a lot of tweet videos to edit, so they were starting to pile up. So I was like, let me get rid of those videos, and then whenever I have a chance to edit, I'll edit. All right, so new subscribers, welcome. Let's go on Twitter. This one, I saw it when I got turned on the computer, and I was like, let's cover it. All right, Countess Sophie always believed that Meghan seemed to have her own agenda. And the thing with these people, I think because the royal family in general, they've been in such a competition mode with each other. When good things comes to them, they don't even know it. The same thing that happened to Princess Diana. Good things come to them where Princess Diana could have made them look good throughout the world, But then again, when you see who Charles is hanging out with, but you could see he doesn't need that type of the kind of publicity that Princess Diana and Meghan and Harry actually wants to the royal family. But yeah, they don't know when good things come to them. They just know how to manipulate people, okay? Pen people against each other, because when people are fighting each other, that's where they thrive, because they could, you know, their status stays intact and all of that. So yeah, but anyway, let me read some comments. Okay, they all have agenda. Why should Meghan not have hers? That's a very good point. That's a very good point. There was one tweet that says the other one married for that social status, and Meghan married for love and to use the platform for good, which she had said in the engagement interview. Okay. Her entitlement will not allow her to come to terms with the fact that Meghan is the queen of them all. That's a good stay mad fiesta. Yeah, when I saw this picture, the overall picture, because all we kept on seeing was just Meghan standing by herself, and we all were admiring the outfit and everything like that. And then several days later, and I came across the overall picture. Is that this one? No, it doesn't show. It probably shows up on another well, I probably have it, but on another tweet. When you see the overall picture, you see Sophie, Kate, and what's the other one? The tampon, the one who messed up the marriage, Princess Diana's marriage, and the two kids, and then you see Meghan by herself. I was like, oh my God. Sometimes context is very good, but the only pictures we kept on seeing was just Meghan by herself. And we were all talking about the outfit and all of that. But when I saw the overall picture, I was like, what the F? What? This is the environment, the evilness that was surrounding her, and then this is the face you see. My God, this kind of inner feeling is deep. Is deep. What did Meghan do to her? From that picture itself, to see that deep kind of facial expression that's come within, and then it shows outside. And this is someone who married into the royal family, just like Meghan. Just like Meghan, she's not a blood royal. Oh my God. Let's see here. She resents Meghan for succeeding where she failed. That's pretty good. Meghan has already made money for her children. She needs to sing for her super and get hand-me-downs from a woman she looks down on, while she lives with a man who's worse than a dead fish. What a pathetic life. Oh my God. Yesterday I went to do my hair. I was talking to my hairdresser. We were talking, and you know, the things that women do to each other. I mean, I don't want to go full details, but it happened just in regular life where women is putting each other down. I'm like, my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Let's go into more details, more comment. Seems as though she lamented having accepted the lowest hanging fruit, aka Edward. Hanging fruit. When she said aka Edward, that's, I'm like, okay, hanging fruit, aka Edward. Sadly, she has to continue reminding the world that he exists. Poor Sophiesta, Sophiesta is a smart gal having to kowtow to a skeptical simpleton who's being sidelined and positioned for her looming dismissal. Yeah, when you see those three standing each other, they all marry into the royal family, but the bitterness. I guess, yeah, I guess, yeah, Meghan will not work well with these people, because those men who marry those other Karens into the family, they want that. They want these women to fight among each other for scrap, okay, for scrap, while the men and the family, you know, do their thing. That, yeah, Meghan will not fit over there.
Yeah, it's still my baby. I wanted a place where I could share these great experiences I'm able to have and make it inspirational for people, but also a reminder that it's all attainable, you know? Like, this is, I didn't grow up with this kind of lifestyle or being interviewed or having fancy things. Like, that is all very new. And so to be able to show, like, you want that, you could totally have that, and you are enough and you're worth it. And it's also been a great way for me to connect with people. I feel a really big responsibility. Like, if you have this kind of job and you have an opportunity to have a profile where people are listening to what you're saying, I really, truly think you need to be saying something that's valuable. So yes, you can talk about like, where did Rachel get that pencil skirt? Fine, sure. We can have that conversation. But I'd also like to talk about
Women's rights.
women's rights and like my work with UN Women or with World Vision or humanitarian trips or just really bolstering self-esteem that has nothing to do with the external.
And Meghan knows her own worth, her self-respect. She's like, I'm not going to fight with you for scrap. I could make it myself. That's the thing. Yeah, Meghan will not be able to succeed in that place. And Harry knows it too. Harry knows it too. And the thing, I guess in a way, I'm sorry, some of you may not agree with me on this. Maybe it was meant to be. Okay, destiny was meant to be, because they wanted Harry to be the third wheel for the throne, okay, for Egghead. They're mistreating him so badly where he, since Princess Diana passed, he kept everything in, and he wanted something better. All this is the firm own making. It's the firm own making. They had to put Harry through hell. And then Harry, thank God, and this is why also I keep on saying, I don't know how Harry become the man that he is, because he lived in a freaking institution that is infested with hate. How did he, the only one without a mother, came out a good of a person? I just don't understand. You could go back to some of my old videos. I put my humble opinion in so many things. But for Harry himself, I can never pin down how the hell did Harry come out the way that he is. I could never understand. But maybe the hell that they put him through, he realized, he processed things. And then when he come out with a good person, I mean, throughout his life, he see the women that were being treated in that family. And whoever, I don't know, put that thing in his brain, who spoke with him and made him, that click. Sometimes you could, let's say you're in class, you're studying, that's the only thing I could come up to explain. You're studying some major things, right? You could never get it. All right, it's so difficult. Everybody else get it, but you, for some reason, you cannot get it. But someone says something, a minor, something very simple, minor, and then it click. It click. Now you could understand every other dimension, every equation that they throw at you. Just that simple thing that someone tells you, and you get it. So someone, whoever that someone was for Harry, thank you for making him realize, I guess the army, you could say as well, who made things click for him, to make him realize, his position and things that he could do. I guess it's the army, you could say, as well. Because I just don't understand how Harry was able to get out of this infested place to be the man that he is. It's unbelievable. All right, there's other tweet that I bookmarked where they had invited him to dinner, the family, while during the Queen funeral, and he didn't come. He didn't go because they didn't want Meghan to be there. And I think also, when I hope I remember when I bring that particular tweet up, the reason they didn't probably wanted Meghan to be there, because Meghan says, I don't have any DNA, I could speak. So they probably didn't want Meghan to be there because she has the power to speak. She's not gonna sign anything with them now that they know that she knows they didn't want her anyway. So Harry didn't go. But this is not the tweet for it, but let's continue. That was a huge sad line here. All right, so that's that. She resent Meghan for, okay, I did that. She resent Meghan for succeeding where she fell. Meghan has already made money for her children. She needs to sing for her super and get hand-me-downs from a woman she looks down on while she lives with a man who's worse than a dead fish. What a pathetic life. Okay, that's it. The entitlement. They just hate that Meghan is more beautiful, intelligent, can do that whole royal thing with ease, and she was so quickly the most popular of the women. Stay mad if yes. Yeah, I think that's it. After speaking to, I wasn't even talking about the royal family with my hairdresser. She's not into that. But just in general, just things. And yeah, these women who marry into the royal family, that's why those men take them, and they could do all this stuff, sleep with other women, and then these, they, you know, fighting for scrap. Oh my God, fix that face. Okay, she looked like she just stepped out of a western, or they use her for the old maid card. Either way, not a good look. Yeah, it doesn't look good in the world stage. And then you go into the Caribbean with your husband and wanting them to stay. Oh, come on. Wow, that, I mean, I don't think they ever check themselves. These women, Ford Fiesta, KKK, then tampon, wife, whatever, they never check themselves to say, okay, I'm in this position at this place, the world is watching, let me fix myself, pretend, you know, just pretend for a few minutes, and then behind the closed door, you know, throw chairs around, be mad all you want. But in the world stage, I guess we have to say thank God, at least we see for what it is. They don't have to pretend. We see, I mean, the squad could read between the lines. They didn't need to pretend for us to see it. We know. Okay, that look, if it could kill. Yeah, hateful, what a witch. All right, let's see here. There's more about her. This woman, wow, Sophie Topless. These are the women they're bringing in. Okay, Star Talent, Sexy Fun with Edward's Bride. What? Edward's Bride? She was already married into the royal family? Wow, oh my God. The self-esteem over there is non-existent. Non-existence. Wow. Let's see here. Not Countess Sophie of the Sophie tapes. That's the one claiming Meghan Markle seemed to have an agenda. Let's see here. I'm telling you, the squad be coming with oh shit, it's not showing up. It's not showing up. What's going on? Alright, let's get, wow. Yep. We try. They won't let it come up. Yep. It's not there. They probably Twitter probably did something, but let's see if I could read. Alright. Sunday, 8th April 2001. You'll be hard pressed to avoid the Sophie Wessex story, no matter which paper you buy this morning, but it's the news of the world which has the tapes. Among the comments, she said to have made Gordon Brown's budget was a load of pap. Okay, it's hard for me to see. All right, she said to have supported fax hunting, saying Tony Blair was ignorant at the countryside. And his wife Chelsea was even worse. She hated the countryside. Chelsea was working as a barrister to keep her hand in case Labour lost the general election. Labour had snuck in so much tax to the back. Oh, I don't know. These people are backstabbers. They won't show it. Yep, the images won't come up. Forget it. The images won't show up, but I was able to read that. I guess the squad be coming with receipt. Okay, usually self-made women do have an agenda, and that's not too fair. Sophie, Kate, and the rest are fine with being mediocre because they have that luxury. Nowhere in the world does a black woman have that same luxury to cruise along being given accolades for being mediocre. That's a very good point. These people sound so racist. Do they think they are doing themselves any favor? That's the thing too. And this is why women in the US, well, not even just in the US. Let me open a new tab. Even in Iran, things is going on. Women are fighting for their self-worth. Let me search Iran. Okay. Let me go back to this. Wow, or unless something is going on. Okay, so Fiesta looked like the Wicked Witch. Maybe Meghan shows up looking like a goddess, even in her minimalist attire, sought her even more. Yeah, Meghan didn't even wear that too many jewelry or anything like that. She looks stunning. Okay, especially since she had those flowers sewn into the panel of her funeral dress, like Meghan had the flower of the Commonwealth countries so and her wedding veil. Okay, that's the rolling eye. I'm telling you, those emojis come into play. Yes, something must have happened with Twitter right now because a lot of things are not showing. Okay, this Sophie needs to check herself. I remember the headline she generated, not of hearsay, actually words of her foul self, her own action. How about conjuring up those words? Any recording available? Sophiesta needs a reminder of why she spent her marriage on her knees in the begging position and to miserably collect crumbs that others left specifically for her. Oh my God. And scrub brush and bucket since she's down there already. Since she's down there already. Wow. That's some really rare. Okay, Lord, the Brits are about to make Webster Dictionary come up with different definition for peacemaker, unless it always meant shady bitch. Okay, and just didn't know it. Okay, the media could not play. I have a feeling my next tweet I won't be able to see it because I don't think Twitter is working. Funeral was a flap, so everybody's briefing. Jesus take the wheel. I'm telling you, Jesus better take the wheel. Harry and Meghan was having too much positive press. #1 podcast received warmly at One Young World and Dusseldorf, so Betty had to crack. See, now people are seeing what I saw. Okay, I don't know. YouTube held a lot of videos. They coming in different, not in the order that they were recorded. Yeah, I really think to stop the positive press that was going on, maybe Betty was sick, but they fast forward, they spearheaded her so quickly so they could have the positive coverage. Guess what? Still, okay, the positive coverage, while they were still shunning, destroying, trying to hurt Harry and Meghan, they were still having the positive coverage. This is the thing that's hurting these people over there. You see, the first day of him being on the job, the attitude that he carried for the people to move the pen on the table, that doesn't look good on the world stage. If you want the vast majority to be on your side, the vast majority are not that privileged to have that kind of attitude on other people serving them. We know how to treat people with respect. This is why the vast majority are for Harry and Meghan, because we see this type of treatment, this type of attitude don't work well. All right? In order for us to survive in the real world, we need to show respect and understanding. All right? And then they think the positive coverage was gonna go to them because this is the way these people live their lives, mistreating people, looking people down. But in the world stage, no, it doesn't look good. And then the positive coverage went straight back to Harry and Meghan, even though they didn't show up that much. They only showed up with the 4 of them looking at the flowers, and the positive coverage was still on Harry and Meghan, even though Egg was still in control of that situation. Okay, and then the funeral, I don't know what other places did they show. Not much. Okay, that's all I could remember on top of my head. And then the courtesy, okay, that was another one that shows up, deep courtesy. And for me, I said it come with a warning label, don't try it at home. Okay, deep courtesy. And then we saw her at the funeral. So that was the only 3. And then each time she pop out, she got the positive coverage. You guys wanted the spotlight. They left. And then they limit the amount of time they show up. And they still, the spotlight still shine over them. So she can't help it that she is who she is. Wow. Let's see. Here's this Sophie. Something is not working. I have a feeling, yeah, all the images are not showing. Something is going on with Twitter right now while I'm recording. Okay, when I work time, okay, when it's work time, she actually do her research, take it seriously, is a team player, and doesn't leave until things are done. Then this is why they were calling her a bully, because knowing what we know now from that video clip where this guy, the historian, was saying that on American TV, he was being interviewed, that historian was saying these people work from 9 to 12. Okay, and then Meghan understand 9 to 6. Now in the US is 9 to 6. They squeeze, okay, they squeeze that 6 o'clock in. Most people probably don't even realize that it was supposed 9 to 5, but they squeeze that extra hour for you guys. We don't even know it. Okay, 9 to 6, even though we were working overtime anyway. They squeeze that 6 p.m. in for you guys. So Meghan knows how to work hard. So when these people stop showing and then things needs to be done, it's like, what the F? And this is why the royals are only good for cutting ribbons. All right. When it's work time, is work time. She actually do her research, take it serious, is a team player. Meghan did say it too. at the thing. She do take those things seriously, right? The position. That's why she thought having that position and to use that position for good.
And Meghan, given your acting and the profile you had, you'd already been involved in various causes. You've been an ambassador for UN Women. What about this new role? I mean, you're going to have a bigger platform, a bigger voice. What do you want to do with it?
Really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And at the same time, I think in these beginning few months and now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella. And also being able to go around to the Commonwealth. I think it's just the beginning of a...
There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do.
And Harry understand his position as well, to have that position and use it for good.
How do you understand it to begin with? How do you know that that's a part of your destiny?
Kind of, I don't know, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. I mean, Christ, I think I went to my first proper royal engagement at the age of 4 or 5. So you make mistakes, like we all have, and then slowly you find your way and you start to realize that you've got an incredible platform to make really positive change.
And he will earn, he said it, he will earn the respect of the public. He didn't want because he's a royal, to be giving the respect. He said he wants to earn the people's respect.
So it takes a bit of getting used to, but as I said, you know, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back, and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public, and then using that position for good.
And so far, he has done that. He's going through hell. His own family is putting him through hell to earn that respect from the public. And I think we're giving him that respect that he deserves, him and his wife. All right? And he treats his wife with respect. And another thing, while I'm thinking of that, one thing I've said a couple years ago, several videos ago, is that Harry really blindsided Meghan. Harry really blindsided Meghan. He didn't let Meghan understand his family. This is why he quickly married her. Some people will say, oh, but he did this. No, there's things in between. Okay, as soon as the royal rats knew they were dating, he speed forwarded that wedding. Okay, because he didn't want Meghan to figure out the headache that they will put her in, and then for her to refuse hand in marriage. Okay, so Harry knew. He's a smart guy. I'm telling you, 2 smart people. But that marriage part, he blindsided Meghan on that. I don't think if Meghan was fully aware of this BS that goes in the royal family, this nonsense with the media, I don't think Meghan will want that headache. But now that she's already invested, she did her vow, she's sticking to it. All right, and I already put a video out where I said she's honoring her vow. All right, this kind of thing. And Harry is showing the respect that he deserved from Meghan, and vice versa, both of them, whatever. But anyway, I'm done with this. Another leak against Meghan. Who cares about Sophie's thought? Gosh, Meghan lives rent-free in their head. The same Sophie who was caught on tape bad-mouthing the Queen and her husband, the Prince. That Sophie, the one who said Oprah who? Yeah, and then she went to Oprah school, even though she had previously delivered a speech at one of Oprah's school. Guess she has to tap dance to stay King Charles III good grace. Yep, yeah, those royal family are making them do stupid things and then they forget. Alright, let's see. Sophie seemed to have memory lapse. Not this one too. Sophie Esther. Alright, let's see. I think I'm done with this tweet. Let me go to home. If this, okay, it works. Let me go back in there. Why let me see. I was able to click this. Let's see that. Now it's working. Okay, something was wrong. Alright, so this is it. I try my best to read it already. I'm not gonna read it again. But there it is. You could pause your screen and read it. Alright, let me go to the next tweet. Okay, so I think now Twitter is working. And the thing that I want, now that I still remember, I wanted to look into Iran, how women are going to, there's another thing here. What is going on? Iran. This is new. I'll come back to that. Iran. Alright, so things is going on in Iran. Alright, I think this is the thing that, wow. Walk in the woman's face and slap her. Wow, nobody else did anything. Okay, I don't want my... the good. Oh shit. Okay. This is a man right there. You had the good. You had the guts to go and then slap the woman. Good. This is the thing. Alright? Got off the thing, had the guts to go slap the woman. Look at this. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to black that video because YouTube will, because there's violence in it. Oh my god. Let me pause it. Alright, I'll pause it. This man in that motorcycle walked over there and slapped that woman over there with the mask in the back. Okay, and then he was about to walk away. This man didn't do anything. That man didn't do anything. There's a man who came from the back, walk over here and grab him off the bike, and for disrespect the woman. That's a man right there. Let's see here. This man and Ivan slap a woman. He thought he could get away with it. Things are different right now. Wow. This is the thing. A lot of us men, I'm saying a lot of us men, a lot of men are feminists because they see women as equals at them. Certain things women are being put through doesn't have to. Okay, the part where the video was moving, I'm gonna have to block it. But let's see here. This man is this man who came and took him off the bike. Okay, I could only show still image without all the movement because things, but there's a lot of things going on in Iran right now, and this one passed away. All right, this is why the women over there are upset. Okay, what's happening in Iran? A thread. All right, so I'll bookmark this. Maybe that will be for my other channel. I just wanted to bring this up. There's a lot of things that's going on and around the world. Okay, 22-year-old Iranian woman dies after being severely beaten by morality police over hijab law. Wow. Beat her to death. So it's a thread. So this is something, if you guys want to know, if I do have time, because there is a lot I want to share with you, but I want to focus mostly on the Sussexes for you guys. But for my other channel, this might be it. All right, I hope I remember if I recorded, and then whenever so this is a thread that's probably gonna explain everything. So if I do go to it, that's what I'll be showing you. All right, so a lot of things I have to. All right, this is other things that's going on. Okay, please share. This is Iran before Islamic Revolution 1970. Yep, they were able to do that, and then these people came in and then tried to turn people back. This, I'm telling you, that 2020 election, okay, that 2020 election was a pause to what was going on. All those people in power, they're trying to pin us, all those world wars that's going on is to pin people against each other while these establishments stay in place. Okay, that 2020 election was in the US, that is, was what was going to close off, okay, that loop, that circle where each of those world leaders were on the same page. We're on the same page. Look at the US right now where they turn Roe versus Wade. This is the thing that was gonna happen. Okay? But that 2020 election put a pause to it. A pause. It's still, the agenda is still at play. If we don't vote in the midterm 2022 in November that's coming up, okay, that's gonna be a very huge election. So we don't turn back, similar to the 2010 election for Obama. Okay, because Obama was heading in the right direction. How did we turn from Obama to this, to what we just had in 2016? Okay, and I don't think he won the election. So that's that. Let's leave politics away. I just wanted to show you guys there's stuff that's going on around the world. And then what is it, the war in Ukraine, it's not going too well as well, because so much to say. Let me leave it. Let's focus on the squad. So much. All right, next tweet. And let me put this, because that's, and I'm gonna add this as well to the list, because I just saw it. There's a lot going on, but that's gonna be next. Okay, that's going to be next. All right, so let's go back to this. All right, racists are demanding, and the media is assisting King Charlie III in trying to find a way to take away the birthright of the royal babies with the black grandmother, HRH Prince Archie and HRH Princess Elizabeth, without it seeming as the racist is indicted will be. All right, let's see here. What is the George V Convention? Okay, so she put some stuff here. The first issue is the rules themselves. The George V Convention, as discussed by Meghan, takes the form of letter patent issued by the king in 1917. Letters patent, where the plural is also the singular, is a legal document, effectively an open letter that expresses the royal will, and in this context, letters patent confer the style, title, or attribute of Royal Highness, together with the titular dignity of Prince and Princess prefix to their Christian name. Okay, to their Christian names. A title or dignity is an incorporeal hereditament, a form of intangible property. The key provision of the 1917 letters patent is as follows. Okay, quote, that the children of any sovereign, okay, children of any sovereign, which is Harry and William, and then the sovereign is Charles right now. Okay, before it was the Queen, but now it's Queen Elizabeth II. Now the sovereign is Charles. So the children of the sovereign are Harry and William, okay, of these realms, and the children of the sons of any such sovereign, and the eldest living son of the Prince of Wales shall have, and at all times hold and enjoy the style, title, or attribute of Royal Highness, with their titular dignity of Prince or Princess prefixed to their respective Christian names, or with their other titles of honor. Okay, there's more. All right, this plan was in the works while Prince Harry and Princess Meghan were still working royals. Never forget, this was the response when Princess Elizabeth's name was added to the line of succession on the website. Let's see here. Okay, after Elizabeth added to LOS, the Queen and Charles need to step down. What? The Queen and Charles needs to step down? They are no longer our monarchy. Okay, that's fine either way. All right, the Queen has proven that when it comes to family matters, she is grossly incompetent. When that incompetence once again affect the nation, she needs to step down like the Dutch Queen did. It's time. Enjoy your retirement, ma'am. Okay, I'm so angry right now that I had to take a couple of minutes away from my phone. I'm curious to the point I want to go to Balmoral and kick the shit out of her. What? Wow, these people really took this really deep. It's time for the Queen to abdicate and retire to Balmoral or Windsor, and I think she just did that. Then she died in Balmoral. She is not up to the job of serving the British people anymore. I mean, these people, they don't understand what the monarchy means. They don't give a shit what you think. And this is the thing that Dr. Shola was saying in one of those videos. It's a monarchy. They don't care what you think. They don't care about your feeling. They do as they please. There is no democracy in monarch. Okay, it's time for the Queen to abdicate and retire to Balmoral or Windsor. She is not up to the job of serving the British people anymore. They were never there to serve you. They were there to serve themselves. It's disgusting that Elizabeth and Archie are in the line of succession along with their father. Oh my God, but Harry who risked his life for these people. Wow. First time I will ever say this, but the Queen is weak when it comes to Harry. That's your problem, but the whole institution was never for you. No, ma'am. Kindness isn't always the way when your grandson has diminished an entire country with lies. Wow.
But what I remind him is that no matter what you want to be when you grow up, it's your character that matters most. And nothing would make his mum and me prouder than to see him have the character of what we see before us today. You.
But anyway, Harry is the only honest person over there, but they don't. Oh, what happened? Let's go back. I lost the thing. I'm telling you, each time I refresh the thing, new things is coming. Alright, so I just read the, oh, so that was it. There was no more comment, so it was done. Alright, so let's go to this now. This one I just added to my list. King Charles plans to ensure that Prince Harry faces a life of permanent exile. I don't think Harry wanted to be over there anyway. They're making the work for them, and then they're gonna come and cry out why Harry is doing this, why Harry is doing that. Like the one of the video, they told his wife to go back to America, and then they're complaining why Harry is in America. It's a slap to the face to the British people. They're making the plan for him. I'm telling you, Harry, just stay quiet. Continue do what you need to do. Let them do the work for you, because you always wanted to be out of this place anyway. All right, the way the royal family were behaving and leaking it to the media told me that they felt that Harry and Meghan are currently enjoy too much of the respected status in the world, and they wanted that to change. I mean, this is why I was very skeptical about the Queen's sudden death. Maybe the Queen did have some sickness, but the kind of publicity Harry and Meghan were getting, they hated it. That I've said this. The Queen death, then I don't know, maybe she was sick, but they spearheaded that to make the spotlight to come back to them. And still, I'm not laughing at the Queen's death, but the thing is that even though, if God forbid, in my humble opinion, they did that to the Queen, it did not work, because Meghan and Harry still come with the spotlight. Look at the face that they were giving Meghan when she was standing in front of the church with that hat and beautiful dress that she wore, and then the face of evil that was staring at her when we didn't see at that time. Couple days later, after the funeral, we got to see the whole, her whole surrounding, the eye that Sophie was giving her. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, let's see here. Let's see here. The way the royal family were behaving and leaking it to the media told me that they felt like Harry and Meghan are currently enjoy too much of the respected status in the world, and they wanted that to change. My tweet from last week. Okay, let's see if someone thought the same thing as me. The 19th, okay, September 19th, thought the same thing yesterday. They are signaling to the world how they want Harry and Meghan to be treated. Okay. Yeah, you are onto something here, except they really look racist, cruel, and petty. Yeah, but the whole point is, I think, remember, Harry and Meghan went to One Young World, where Meghan did the speech. She was very well received, and all the publicity, the spotlight. And then she went to Germany, all the publicity, the spotlight. They hated that. And then while they were coming back, they want that spotlight to stop, because they were supposed to put shed light to the well child. That was the last thing that they need to do, and then they will fly back to the US. They put a stop to it. All right, enough. That was eating them alive. And then they thought that, I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this. This is just pure my stupid. I'm already telling you, it's stupid speculation. Just like when, things were getting worse for Donald Trump, and then all of a sudden you hear about his ex-wife who died. For some reason they claim she fell down the stairs and then she died. Okay, they throw, these people have no heart. They're doing stupid things, and they don't, with a heartbeat, they don't mind, they don't care. They could throw anybody under the bus. But guess what? New York still did what New York needed to do. They indicted him. Trump along with his 3 adult children. Okay, so this is the same thing I'm seeing here with the royal family. They threw Betty under the bus. I'm sorry. I know it's stupid. I don't have any proof of that. Okay, this is just my stupid thinking. I think they threw Betty under the bus for that. Okay, she wasn't doing things the way that they wanted. The good relationship Harry had with the Queen, they didn't like that either. They didn't like that. They wanted to use that the sovereign as this pedestal. No one shall come of lower class shall ever have the ability to come close to her. We could look at another example where Edward was in a train station with the Queen, and then this black gentleman was showing the Queen how to use the thing, whatever, and then Edward is pushing the guy, not push but move him back away from the Queen. This is the thing that they want. Nobody shall of lower class shall ever come close to the sovereign. But Harry and Meghan did have that access. Harry was too close to the sovereign. This is that I've been saying this. Go back to so many other videos. I've said Harry, who is the smartest man in that family, he was too close to all of the sovereign, Charles and William. Harry was too close to them, and he was too smart. They didn't want any of these people, the sovereign, the futures, to have good advice, which will be coming from Harry. Okay, so they divide Harry. They purposely did that. I've been saying that, and now that Charles is the sovereign, now they're making sure of that. Harry does not come close to him anymore. Okay, but they're making the work for him because I think Harry had enough with them. And then the more stupidity that they're trying to do to Harry, they're making the world see them for who they truly are. They're putting that on themselves. All right, let's see here. Yeah, you're on to something. Except they really look racist, cruel, and petty. Okay. This has upset me. To think Harry and Meghan will be treated like Edward and Wallace is awful. At least our fave are well set up in the US. Right? But guess what? Okay, we need, as much as many of us may not think, we need to keep on voting. People in the US need to keep on voting. This is interesting because royal commentators are also saying Harry needs to give up his book and abandon his wife and children and come back to the UK to be William's wingman because Charles is old and Kate doesn't want to travel and be away from her children. Oh, please. Harry knows better. But I think Harry's done with that. He was never positioned to be in that. Guess what? At some point, you know who's going to be in a tug of war? It's going to be the Middleton and the third person who was in the marriage. All right, you figure out this. That's gonna be the tug of war. These people, you see how quiet coat hanger stays. They know the price. So you see. I'm sorry, this is not the 18th century. Harry can go where he likes. This is what upset them. That's for sure. He doesn't need them and they cannot control him. They need new PR because so far it has been a disaster for them. They should have taken half in and half out. Yep. And thank God they didn't because they will try to control Harry. All right. If Exile is a 900 bedroom mansion, exile me today. I'm telling you, exile me today, like right now. Tactical error. Eyes will just shift to the Sussexes in America and no one will pay attention to the UK. And I feel like Harry got seated in the second row at the funeral behind Charles to ensure Charles was on screen when the camera kept returning to the Sussexes. You know what? I didn't watch it. I don't know. Whatever I share with you, that's what I saw. I didn't follow none of this stuff. All the clip, if I need a clip, I went and searched for the clip. That's it. Alright, and Harry, that's that. Exile of the rich and famous. That's right. Okay, he can stand the competition. I'm telling you, Charles will still be overshadowed for the rest of his life. I'm telling you, right now, I think Princess Diana got this under control. Princess Diana got this under control where they can touch her and then she's making them, set themselves on fire without Harry and Meghan's help. Okay, Meghan and Harry are a couple of notch over Charles and Camilla, and William and Kate. He sees Diana and Harry. That's his own problem. If he mind his own business, he will not see that. He will mind his own business. Nothing say Harry or irrelevant and nothing. To Charlie and British royal family, like telling everyone every day, every minute, how much they're not important and irrelevant. Does a life of permanent exile mean Harry exiled from Bitter Island? Really? That leaves the rest of the world open to Harry. Queen Elizabeth II is gone. Bitter Island has no draw for Harry anymore. What am I missing here? I'm telling you, they're making the thing for him. And guess what? It's who took the security away from him. When he realized he can't get away with it without any question, you know, they just threw their BS out there and nobody asked them any question. So now Harry was asking question, why my security is gone? Alright, so things is being pinpointed to him. You don't hear much about that anymore, about the security aspect. Alright, because they know now things was gonna really focus on him. So now his next step is, you know, he just have to do what he has to do. Exile him. For all we know, we don't care, because that island is not safe. It's too evil. All right, let me leave that alone. Did I? Okay. I covered both of the things that I wanted. Let's go to the next tweet.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.